so
it ends.
Welcome back to Dango Duo 999, the final episode. You already know how long this is gonna go. We don't.
Yeah.
So let's just dive right in. Unless, do you have any statements, Kitty? Anything you want to say? Other than just you're still in denial that Ace did anything wrong.
I'm less in denial now.
Are you?
A little bit. I'm still sad.
He totally didn't kill children or anything like that.
I mean, we didn't hear her screams of pain.
We didn't find her body. Yeah, no, he could have just taken her out of it because he had a change of heart or something.
Yeah.
Sure, Kitty. Sure.
It's fine.
Knew the danger hadn't passed. They ran across the hallway straight for the large metal door. Next to the door was the Uranus card reader.
Beep, beep.
They slid the key card through, and the door rumbled open. Out of the library and into the hallway they ran.
And we're at the bottom of the ship.
At the end of the hallway was a door. Junpei reached into his pocket to pull out the key as he ran towards it. The key he put into the lock was the Neptune key. He turned it. The lock clicked. As one, he shoved the door open and poured through it.
They can't all fit in there.
Where do you think they are now?
They're in the incinerator.
In front of them was another great metal door. Above it was a metal plaque. It read incinerator. So this is the incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Oh, then there ought to be a lever near the door. Yeah, right here. Junpei ran up to it. Pull that and the door should open. Got it. As he spoke, he pulled the lever. Hit the lever!
Hit the lever.
Oh, 999, the pachinko game. Here we go.
Oof. That would be a long pachinko game.
Okay, remind me to show you, because Super Bunny Hop actually finally found the Metal Gear Solid 3 pachinko. And apparently it's really bad.
Oh, Lord. I need to see if there's footage of the Silent Hill pachinko, too, because I bet that is the most hideous thing on God's
no.
No.
It looks beautiful, but the gameplay's fucking awful.
Yeah, exactly.
The door and the motor in the door groaned as it slowly ground open. There was no time to waste. As soon as the door had opened far enough to admit them, all four dashed through.
And we've been here before.
Then suddenly, there before them, were the four who they had parted from earlier. Ace and Lotus stood in front of the number 9 door.
Oh.
Santa was curled into a ball against the wall of the incinerator, holding his stomach. And then there was June. Yeah, turn your head to one side. She sat slumped against the wall, exhausted.
I turned my head the other side.
What had happened? Junpei ran towards June. He skidded to a stop in front of her and knelt down. What's wrong? Are you okay? Daijoubu ka? Her face was pale and her lips dry. When she spoke, he could barely hear her.
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
She mumbled the same words over and over, weakly. Junpei could feel his heart breaking. What happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
You should worry about... She was looking towards Santa. Junpei turned to look as well. Santa grimaced, his face contorted in pain. Seven grabbed him by the collar and roared at him.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere? Up your butt?
Despite himself, a grunt of pain escaped Santa's lips as Seven shook him. I don't fucking have it. Ugh. I got sucker punched in. They took the gun.
What? Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious, dumb shit? I took the gun.
Yeah, oh, alright, we're back here.
Ace! He did indeed have the revolver in his hand. It was pressed against Lotus's temple, though.
Why didn't they see that?
Ace had her pinned to him with the other arm, and she was shaking visibly. Her fiery attitude was gone, replaced by fear. She didn't dare speak. There was sweat on her forehead, and when her eyes weren't flickering up to the gun pressed against her, they seemed to desperately want to say something.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I had to say, Gentaro Hongu, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical. Bitch.
Seven's deep baritone rumble shook the walls. Ace sneered. You have me at a disadvantage, and I do not like that, son. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I have suffered?
Where?
Can you even begin to understand my pain,
Where?
son? No, I'm sure he's good. I'm sure he's just misunderstood.
Where?
The pain of prosopagnosia, right? Junpei's voice was casual, or at least it was trying to be. Huh? Another irritating insect. And how do you know that? Huh? Junpei couldn't say. He just knew. Another unexplainable mystery. No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time, anyway. It's time for me to go. Behind Ace, Junpei could see the red. He was placed in the small indentation of the wall.
Right there. Right there.
Or, rather.
Right there.
Quickly, Ace placed his hand on the scanner.
Beep, beep.
It beeped, and he forced Lotus's hand onto it as well.
Beep, beep.
And then at last, he reached into the pocket of his jacket and pulled something out and pressed it against the panel.
Beep, beep.
The ninth man.
The third asterisk appeared on the red. The thing he had used for the final verification was the bracelet with the number 9.
Dead assholes.
It had belonged to the first man to die, Kubota.
Math.
I believe I have won this game. His smirk made Junpei's blood boil. I have had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose. Wait. Something about the way he had spoken. Did Ace not know who Zero was? Junpei's eyes flickered towards Santa.
Well, he has no way to know.
He hadn't moved since they had entered the room. Santa was still holding his stomach and groaning as if in intense pain. Junpei wasn't sure if it was real pain, but he sure wasn't. But he wasn't sure if it wasn't either. Oh god,
Oof.
That's a tough sentence.
There's too many wasn'ts in that sentence.
Yeah, and then too many. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell did Santa have up his sleeve this time? At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments.
I already had those bad ends.
Goodbye. That's a cute thing you just said.
Wait.
Ace, of course, paid no attention to Seven's request, and laid hold of the lever on the red. With a sickening sense of finality, he pulled it. Who has the 9 bracelet, Kitty?
It's June.
Yeah. He just used the 6 bracelet.
Right.
What? Why isn't it opening? Lotus tried to take advantage of Ace's confusion and managed to twist herself out of his grasp, but...
Did this happen in the other ending?
I think either A, we never saw it, or B, he used another combination of bracelets.
Okay. Because I can't remember.
He might have used the captain's quarters or something like that, or the captain's
but that's
bracelet.
6.
No, is 0 6? Oh, then what? Oh, wait. We haven't actually...
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but by process of elimination, if 6 was 9, and 3 was 0, and 0 was 6, then it only takes to assume that 9 is 3. So the 9th man had the 3 bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a spoiler, but...
Yeah, that makes sense.
At the last second, he grabbed hold of her wrist and shoved it onto the red. He waved the number 9 bracelet over the red and then his own bracelet as well. He pulled the lever a second time. No. No? What is this? Why? The digital root should be 9. It has to be 9. Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work. Ace's fear and confusion had overwritten all other thoughts. He had set down the revolver. It was just below the red. 7 chose the moment to act. He moved far faster than a man of his bulk should have been able to, and he launched that bulk straight at Ace.
Fuck you, old man.
It was over before they knew it. In the blink of an eye, Ace was on the floor. Oh, look, he's crying.
I think that's sweat.
He rolled onto his side, groaning in pain. Lotus ran straight for Junpei. She darted around behind him and stuck her head out, making sure to keep Junpei between herself and Ace.
That's fair. Oh my god, that was close. Too close. I never want to go through that again. Thank you, 7. Don't mention.
Oh,
They reconciled.
7 stood over Ace, his breathing slow and heavy.
Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're going to have a little chat.
9 years ago? Oh, then you must be.
Yeah, you finally figure it out. Dumbass.
Ace planted his hands on the floor and shook his head. Junpei walked towards him. He stopped and looked down at Ace with pity on his face. Ace, you killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
He peered at Junpei, genuinely confused. Oh, right. You don't know yet. Alright, we'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door number 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figured it, you had 4 motives. Number 1. In the nonary game, the number 9 was dangerous because it lets you go through any door you want, because it's basically an extra number.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever has the number 9 bracelet can just join whatever team they wanted, because it doesn't change the digital route.
Mm-hmm.
You could add 9 to any number, and the digital route won't change. As proposed.
Maths.
In other words, number 9 could do whatever they wanted. Ace had wanted to remove that thread as soon as possible. Number 2. Ace also wanted to have the number 9 bracelet himself so that he could make use of its power. In fact, he later made use of it in the murder of Nijisaki. Number 3. Even if his number had been different, Kubota presented a problem for Ace. Kubota had known Ace's past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. Before he told anyone, Ace had to silence him. Number 4. And last one, but last and perhaps most disturbing, Ace had used Kubota as a test. He wanted to know how serious this nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? He convinced Kubota to break the rules so he might see what happened. That was why you killed Kubota, but he was only the first. Next one was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing part of the red, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not. That was Nijisaki. Then why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid. But his presence made you think.
Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me.
Whatever the reason, anyone who knows
anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him first.
That was when you decided that you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red, verified your own number, and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel.
How does that maths correctly?
I'm pretty sure it does. There's no way they would overlook that. But wasn't that door number 3?
Yes.
So we had 3,
3.
1, and
Whatever's on this guy's bracelet.
I forget. I'm sure the math works out fine. It would seem really silly for them to not have figured that out.
Yeah.
9 seconds later, the door closed. It's also a little bit too hot to be doing math.
Yeah, it's fair.
And then 81 seconds passed,
Pew.
and poor Nijisaki was dead.
Saying that, it's not really poor.
Yeah.
Then you mean to say Snake is still alive? Sorry to disappoint you, but I am as good as new. Huh. Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much. Huh, well, I would not blame you.
Ace's self-derision was frustrating, but Junpei kept his emotions in check and continued. Last, but by no means least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed you the pocket watch and you left the room. Ace had been in charge of the Nonary project. He would of course have known the solution to every puzzle. It followed then that he knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All Ace had to do was place the pocket watch in the indentation in the door to unlock it. With the door open, he was able to enter the captain's headquarters. Musashido was there. Next to him was an axe that had fairly begged Ace to kill Musashido with it. He picked up the axe and swung it, burying the blade deep in the other man's chest.
Why was Musashi? Oh, yeah, because Nonary game.
One blow was all it took, and of course he wouldn't be able to recognize him. And he probably just saw the zero and thought.
Oh.
Afterwards, Ace returned to the chart room as though nothing had happened. There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
With no reason not to, Junpei had followed Ace to the wheelhouse. Junpei had followed Ace to the wheelhouse. When they reached the wheelhouse, Ace slipped his hand into Junpei's vest. He pulled out a piece of paper, the piece of paper Junpei had used to cheat during the vote. But it wasn't the piece of paper that Ace was after.
He was putting the pocket watch back.
His true purpose had been to slip the pocket watch into Junpei's pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. It had far too many flaws, and the wrong word of discovery could have easily toppled it. What had made Ace so desperate? That was the only thing Junpei hadn't been able to figure out. Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it, but why?
Because of this.
Slowly, Ace reached down and pulled something out of his pocket. It was a folded piece of paper. Junpei took it and opened it. This was what it said. Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Hands the TVs. Simply, look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please. 0.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket.
Oh.
That was why I chose door number 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I would get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning, then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy, perhaps he had only just woken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him.
Oh.
But yes, you're correct, I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace had confessed everything. What energy he had left with him had left him with the truth, and he sagged on his knees. Although he had confessed, his sins were not forgiven.
Yeah.
Junpei felt revulsion for the pathetic man on the floor near his feet. But in among the revulsion was a hint of pity. After all, Ace had not been the only person who murdered those 3 men. Junpei spoke quietly. Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated the whole time.
Yes. So it would seem. I was little more than a puppet, in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared.
Oh, Kitty's crying. Oh, Kitty, I can't believe you're...
I'm not crying.
You're crying about Ace. Oh, his tragic backstory.
I have snot in my nose. I'm trying to get
Oh,
it
yeah,
out
totes.
without blowing my nose.
The rats in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. I am quite ashamed of it myself. But yes, this was a trap all along. It was Zero's trap, and I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah, but manipulating Ace, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa? Junpei looked over at Santa. As Junpei spoke, he stood up, his legs still shaky.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, guess I should call you Aoi Kudashiki, huh?
Seven's face was sad as he spoke.
My memory came back, kid. You're Aoi Kudashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you.
Huh.
But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, huh? After all, the person who planned the honor game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
Huh. Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh?
Santa's smile was sarcastic. And something else.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yep, you got me. I am Aoi Kudashiki. I was one of the kids in the nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out, so did Snake over there.
That's me.
But there's one thing. One fucking thing you've got wrong. No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong. Number 1, I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out. But I'm really more of an assistant, really. The right-hand man. Like a secretary. I love doing the paperwork. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this shit. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, then who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You can count, can't you?
No.
You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said, all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. Asterisk? That's why this nonary game happened.
Another asterisk?
But that's not it. You see, revenge isn't the only purpose behind this exercise. There's another reason you guys were playing the nonary game.
Huh?
To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
Hey, Kitty.
What the hell are you talking about?
How you doing, Kitty? You have a troubled look on your face.
Another twist. What a twist. Akane Kudashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there, I saw.
Suddenly, Seven froze. His eyes went as wide as dinner plates, and he spun around towards June. Junpei followed his gaze. She was gone.
What?
Where June had been, there was nothing.
What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kudashiki?
Seven began to mumble to himself, a strange series of words strung together as if his mind wasn't functioning properly. His face was twisted with effort, as though he were struggling with something they could not see. He gritted his teeth and pressed his hands against the sides of his head.
Arg. My head. My head. Feels like it's gonna pop.
He groaned and fell to his knees.
7. What the hell is going on? I don't know. I swear to God, my head feels like it's going to explode.
From somewhere far away, they all heard a deep, heavy voice.
Noise.
It sounded like a tremendous wheel slowly beginning to turn.
In our brains.
Santa seemed to have entered an almost trance-like state. His words were calm and measured.
What was the Nonary project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomena?
Phenomena.
For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact.
Also, when I realized that they literally had the same voice, I was like, I hope Kitty
Never points this out.
Nope, I never noticed.
Aren't I the greatest trickster, Kitty? I fooled you all along.
I mean, but that's not Zero,
Bitch.
he said. He said he's not Zero.
Yeah, you're right.
In the absence of physical...
I mean, because he works for Zero.
Yeah.
The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. Let me just flick this shit off. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. Building Q had been built to replicate exactly the interior of the Gigantic. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones in the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphogenic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed in the Gigantic with the receivers like me.
Okay.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up in the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is all going, Junpei.
What is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't, things you couldn't.
I'm Akane Kurashiki.
How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in?
These are all things he should know either.
How the hell did you open it?
That's... The answer to that is easy.
He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphogenic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then?
Keep reading.
Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside-down Y. The river flows from top to bottom. God, my nose is so mucusy. We might have to stop so I could take a nose-clearing break.
You want to take a nose clearing break right now?
Yeah, I can't breathe.
You good? And we're back.
Woo! My nostrils are clear.
Please,
Pretty
continue on reading, Kitty.
The river flows from top to the bottom, from a single stream into 2 branches. It only flows in one direction. It could never flow backwards. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backwards. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future.
But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphogenic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river. Even though the people on the other fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. But I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0.
Where did she go? June? No, Akane. Where did you go?
Santa!
Why is Clover... Oh, shit!
Freeze!
Oh shit, son.
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Do you notice something different, Kitty? What's the narration doing on the top screen?
Oh.
Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. We wonder how he likes having a gun pointed to his head.
Get up!
Sure isn't about to take that gun off of him for a minute, is he?
And this is more...
Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but... what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing? He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that mean? Shit, they're out!
How did they go out the door?
And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens. Damn, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
You mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No. No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we've got to do something. Maybe we can still get through to door number 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright. Oh, we can do this. I've just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5-0s can't open this door. The math just doesn't add up. Is there any combination that will work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm going to need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Huh? Oh man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey! No need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez!
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that.
Alright, at least Seven got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a good look at what she was writing. Let's see. Oh.
That's missing Lotus. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Then there's no other way?
Lotus. Looks like she figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
But Lotus?
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you fucking idiot.
Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
Without, if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Bad? Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job. What? Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story. 7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You don't honestly think I would abandon you, did you?
Ugh, you're all fucking idiots.
Act tough as you act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace. I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess that what he was attempting to do earlier, at the Red.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess this explains it then.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9, it has to be 9. Then why isn't it opening?
I thought that was just maths.
Well, additional to that.
Yes.
Snake, just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
Everyone but Lotus.
No.
No.
Maybe it's not a 9.
Huh. Actually, I'll be right back. And we're sorry about that. We're getting a lot of background noise. I figured that we would like change it. Anyhow.
Yeah.
We're ready to move on?
Yeah.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through that door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. Oh, well, I guess.
Oh, hello.
I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Throughout the morphogenic field set, we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer.
It's
Is that me? Because I'm on the bottom screen.
it should be you. Okay. Continue on.
It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off in the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began.
With him began how the game begins.
My resonance even melted to him, and we became one, inside of Junpei. Somehow, I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One that was present, and the other that was future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
I don't know who this is.
Come on! Over here!
That was my brother, Aoi. He was screaming. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up.
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got into a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry.
I want to go home.
She cried.
I want to go home.
Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just as all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello, everyone. Yes. Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had an authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
Would this help a little bit?
Yes, thank you.
There you go. Kitty had to look over the microphone to see the screen.
Yep.
I have a little sister. She's very important to me. Right now, she's over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
On her birthday.
Oh, she's 18 then.
Oh yeah, shit. On her birthday! As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket.
I like that if you were to look up Clover's birthday date, you would know on what month this happened.
The clover. In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers. Oh, you can totally tell it's her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can tell.
Baby.
Look at this fucking nerd.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant as well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. That is the biggest chunk of text in the entire game.
That's really
of
large.
dialogue. And his name is Light, by the way.
Is her name Clover?
I think her name might actually be Clover.
Every one of you who has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover, for their sake we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we are going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and if we have faith in one another, if we can take all of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way.
He said the thing.
Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So, if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They are a promise between friends. I gave a clover... Oh.
He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too.
Even though my sibling is right there.
It's fine. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Now, do not ever forget. So as long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm.
Oh my god, Akane is so cute.
And baby Lotus, Lotus baby.
Yeah, Nona.
No. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with a 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors.
Hey Kitty, how you doing?
There's a lot in the brain cavity. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9 door, but this time, it was only 1. But if there was only 1 door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we going to do?
There aren't any other numbered doors.
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already, we were fucked.
Mega fucked.
Warning.
Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Someone else heard this, Kitty.
Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What?
What's
What?
happening?
What did that thing say?
It didn't sound good.
My brother Aoi swallowed hard and answered.
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn?
The plaque on the door says incinerator. And that voice said that the incinerator is about to start, and incinerate means to burn, and we're all gonna die. Ha, ha, ha.
No!
Help me, Tuscany! Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, hope. High up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7. Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys.
What he said?
That's what he's... I'm not a detective. I'm here to rescue you. The rest happened just like 7 said it did.
Just like 7 had said it did.
Yep. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down the hall. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite to the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and 7. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upwards like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized. Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present? I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all other areas of the ship, and hid in the shadows. Moments later, I felt a run of wind as they ran past me, up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically. There it is! It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor as I ran back towards the stairs and freedom. The door to the incinerator opened, and a man stepped out.
Kitty, you were shaking your head. What's wrong?
It was Hongu. Gentaro Hongu. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Oh, how wonderful to see you decided to come back, little lady.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongu's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could. No, I don't want to! Let me
go! Please let me go of me! I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongu to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongu.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you.
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed, "Help me! Somebody help me!" Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
What? No.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt towards Hongu.
I'm gonna kill him!
You,
You came back! I cried out.
you're too late, idiot.
Hongu threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. Ah! The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked towards the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongu. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongu glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all, and walked past me as if I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the double doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran towards the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice. "Help me!" My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely across the empty room. "What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here."
Where's Hongu?
He went out the other door.
What?
Then it started again. Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Holy shit. No, wait, that's Junpei now.
Holy shit! Man, I knew what I was gonna say, but that was one hell of a creepy voice.
Shit, we're in the future. We're in the future now. We're in the present. I knew it!
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck. Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
Isn't that a good transition?
That's good. What the hell? What the hell? What are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. What in God's name are you talking about? You aren't making any sense.
Just shaking Junpei violently.
Oh shit, we have not told her.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But... oh shit, yeah, we're about to be incinerated.
Automatic incineration will take place in 17 minutes.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn, and that means we're gonna burn alive? What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means. Well... God damn it. Okay, fine.
That was such a good goddammit.
I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. I don't give a shit, but you have to do something for me. 7. Figure this out.
7, you!
What? Why me? Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell? There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button. There's a lot of spit coming out of my mouth because I'm so angry.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor! It's moving!
What the fuck is that?
What else can I say about it, but... what the hell is that?
What else could I say but... Well, what is that? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least, it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off, even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. Oh, all I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears.
Aww. All I can see on this screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. Oh man, I wish this thing would just shut up. Automatic incineration will take place in 15 minutes. Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move.
Hey, we're all tens, lady. Like, that doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. This is bad. This is really fucking bad. If there's nothing on there, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, just push buttons. I'm sure they'll...
Sudoku.
Oh, well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What the hell? It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers scattered across a 9x9 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 9.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle...
The incinerator will stop? Yeah, well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle. How do you work? Oh man, that goddamn voice again. Automatic incineration will take place in 13 minutes. Shit, 13 minutes? Oh, can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop.
My heart was pounding like it was about to explode.
Oh, that's not her voice.
I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured down them. Then I heard a voice.
Is that 7, I think? Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in an entry door was a face, a frightened, evil face.
Oh.
Face.
It was Hongu. How long had he been watching me?
Huh. Don't know what to do, little lady?
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really, but I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongu, struggling to hold back hot tears. You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my, how could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That is not very nice there, little lady. I am quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see, I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness. Haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
What?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance for success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongu left, he had scanned 2 bracelets onto the red.
Oh, so you do remember. Right now, there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Suddenly, Akane, what's your number? Say, Akane.
I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5.
That's Junpei's
It's a
number.
5.
That's Junpei's number.
She was number 5 in the original game.
God damn it.
Maths! I ran to the door with the 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel.
Oh,
Little
this
baby
baby. This baby.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hongu's muffled voice across the room. Thank you.
Yeah, wow, just it's so intense. You're like all you're sweating.
Hot, too.
I already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of a fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys.
I don't care.
Now, start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't. I don't know how.
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't.
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. Ha 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 ha. It's going to be quite hot in there in a few minutes, little lady. I imagine it will be very, very painful. Ha 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 ha.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it. Automatic incineration will take place in 10 minutes. I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body.
You recognize this song? This is the bad ending song.
Oh. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device.
Or maybe it's the tension theme? I don't know.
Yeah. Because not the bad end, because that's the theme we used for the...
Yeah, you're right.
I stared at the empty monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed. Help me, Jumpy. Help me. Help me. Help me. Jumpy. Jumpy!
Jumpy! Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Akane!
Akane, there! Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up! 7 and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me. And I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here. Akane? Akane? Can you hear me? Akane! Say something! Fuck! Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit! Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy? I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I'd heard it so clearly. Like he was right there. Jumpy! I screamed as loud as I could. Immediately, I heard him call back.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her. She's there.
Then that means...
Akane! Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
Now I understand what Santa meant. Right, there's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane. I think I get it now. Automatic incineration will take place in 7 minutes.
Jumpy! We don't have time! As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it. And I do. I get everything now. At last I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is... Zero is... Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all just some sort of insane plan. I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what. Automatic incineration will take place in
6 minutes. Jumpy!
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay. My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him.
Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you?
Just trust me, okay? Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap out but there's more at stake here than you think, than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now, let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. Now, if I'm looking at this right, I'm going to need to fill all the empty squares with the numbers ranging from 1 to 9. But I can't use the same 2 numbers in any horizontal or vertical row. The same has to go for the 3x3 square, and with the thick lines around them. That means I need to put in different numbers in the horizontal and vertical rows, as well as the 3x3 spaces. I think that's the rules here. Alright, bring it on! I'm gonna do this on my own. With my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem. Are you ready for what I think is the coolest shit in this game?
Sudoku?
No.
Oh!
If you're playing on your DS, you have to flip the game upside down. You have to flip it upside down. This whole... And that embodies the fact that Akane has been the bottom screen the entire game. Watching you and experiencing what you're experiencing.
Fuck.
Isn't this the coolest fucking shit?
Fuck.
You switch, because you're now the one sending her information now.
Yep, I get it.
Isn't this the coolest shit? It's gonna be a little hard to fill this up, but it's gonna be fine, kitty.
It's fine.
Also, apparently this is randomly generated too, by the way.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay, so we have...
Here, this is the one that we should start with, because it has only
okay,
2 numbers.
1, 2... It's missing 3...
3 and 6.
And 6. Now,
Yes.
this already has a 6, so it has to be
That's
the
a
3.
9. Oh, that's a 6,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, so that's the 3,
and
and that
this-
one's the 6.
And that one's this 6.
God, that's hard.
Now, I mean, generally you would just spin your 3DS.
But,
Also, this one's
yes.
missing 1 and
And
5. Now, this is a 5
So
right,
that,
already
so
here.
that has to be the 5, and
Yeah.
that one has to be the 1.
You don't like Sudoku? Like, Sudoku's super fun.
I love Sudoku. Yeah, I fucking love Sudoku.
Okay, the next one would this one over here. This one doesn't have a 5 and an 8. Now
Yes.
there's an 8 over here, so this clearly
That's
has to
5.
be 8, and this
Oh,
is
yeah.
5.
Yeah, there we go.
Now
We can fill in this box here.
this one.
Yeah, because 1,
Oh,
2,
yeah, it's
3,
1, 2, 3.
4,
Well, it has to
and
be
6.
4. Wait, 4. Oh yeah. And since that can be a 6, this has to be this. Wait, no.
That's 9.
This 6 and this and then this is 4.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, you hear that?
Yeah.
Now this here is missing a 1, and the 1 can't go here or here, so it has to be this one. 2, and then the 3 can't be here, so it has to be here. And then, what is this? Is this 9? Easy. Oh, see? Oh, look, it's actually adding the
There's a
formula.
maths.
It's adding the formula, actually.
And then we can do...
Let's see. I guess this, no. Oh, no, this is just 2, actually.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're
7
missing
and
7 and 8. And, oh, look!
8.
Well, clearly it has to go here because it can't go in this column.
Yep.
And 7 goes here. And then 1 can't go here. Oh, this can, yeah, there are these 2. This is missing 1, it's missing 3, and it's missing 6. Now 6 can't go here.
So 3 must go... And it can't go in the bottom, so 3 has to go here. Because 3 can't go here because it's right there. So 3 goes right here.
Oh, but are you sure it can't go? No, it can go on either of these 2.
Oh, you're right.
Uh,
But 6 can't go
okay,
there.
what about this? Okay.
No,
this
but 6 can't be... Oh, no, so it can't be there, so that has to be where 3 is, because 3 could either be this way or this way, but we know that 6 can't be...
But,
Oh, no, wait,
I-
6 could
no.
be down here. Never mind. Okay.
I guess 1 would have to. No. Okay.
All right, we can't solve that square.
No.
Hold
let's
on, I
see.
got this.
Yeah. Kitty's turning her head sideways.
This
okay.
is the worst.
1, 2, 3. This line here is missing 4, 6, and 7,
Well, we have 4 here.
and 4 over here. So it has to be this 4 right
That
here.
one, yeah.
Now it's missing 7
6 and
and
7?
6.
Yes.
This one here, this is 9. So
That's
we don't have
9.
anything else we can do. This entire block here is missing
7, 6,
7, 6, and 9.
9.
Nothing here.
This is
nothing
where
here.
6 is.
Oh, this is
so-
where 9 is. Oh, wait. 6 is here.
And 9 is here and here. So 9 can be here.
Yeah, okay, that's just still too close.
I'm glad we don't actually have to do this in 6 minutes.
Oh, no, you're not timed. Oh, no,
Thank
that would be awful.
fuck.
Okay, this one here is a good line. 1, 2 is missing 3 and 8.
8.
And, well, there
3
you go.
can't go there, so 8.
3
and
has to
then-
go here, and 8 has to go here.
Yep.
You see. Let's see, what else can we close here? I mean, there's 3 numbers missing here.
Yeah,
1,
so
2
it's
is missing
4, 7, and 9.
4. Okay, well, 7 can't go here.
And
And-
neither can 9 go here.
Wait. Oh, yeah, so this has to be 4.
Yes.
Now we have 9 and 7 have to go. Oh, no.
7 can't go here.
Oh, so it has to be here.
And then 9.
And then 9 goes here. Easy. Okay, what else are we missing? This whole guy here, this is missing 7 and 6.
Yes. 6. Oh, no, never mind.
No. Okay, let's try this line. 1 is missing 2.
Here's the other way that I would always do this, is you count all the 6s that you have and you see what 6s you're still missing.
Okay,
That's the other
okay.
way you can approach this.
Okay.
So let's see if we have all the
Okay.
1s first, for
Okay.
example. So we have a 1 in this
1.
block, 1 in this block. We
Oh,
don't
you're
have a
so
1
right.
here.
And actually, 1 has to go here.
Yep.
And
So
then
we have a 1, 1. We don't have a 1 in this
oh,
block.
1 has to
So
go
it has
here.
to go on this side.
And 1, 1, 1. It has to go.
1 has to go here.
Oh, it has to go here. Yeah. Kitty,
That's the other way to do it.
that's the other way to do it. I completely
I
forgot.
forgot
about it.
too. I'm in the moment.
So we have 2. We have 2.
And we have 2 in that block.
It has to be this. No.
No, 2's already here.
Oh, it's already
2's
here.
are all here. So we don't have a 2 here.
There's 2 here.
We have a 2 here. Oh, so 2 has to be right here. Right. Oh, sorry. No, it doesn't. It has to be...
it has
here.
to be here. Yeah.
I'm pointing at the screen. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, just pointing at the screen. So we have all the 2s. We have all the 1s. Where my 3's at?
3.
Oh,
3
3
has
has
to be
here.
there.
And actually, let's just finish this block.
1,
This
2,
is
3,
1, 2,
4, 6.
6. Easy.
Okay.
And what is this line missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
7.
Oh, 7. And what is this line missing?
1, 2,
1, 2, 3. It's 8.
8, yeah.
And what is this block missing? 1, 2, 3, 4.
5,
It's missing 5 and 7.
7.
No, we can't do that.
We can't do that yet.
We were at 3s, right? 3, 3, 3.
There's no 3 in that.
3, 3, 3.
Oh,
So
3's
this
right here.
And oh wait, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 8. It's 8, and that covers this.
That's all the 8s. I think that's all of the 8s. Yeah, we have all the 8s
yeah,
now.
all the 8s. All the 4s. This one's missing a 4. 4, 4.
And we need to get the 4 in here.
Oh,
It's up. It's got to be one of these
yeah.
two.
And this is like both of the 4s are like here. Okay, let's actually look at this line again. 1, we're missing a 2. Well, it can't be here, so it has to be this.
No, we have a 2. It's right there.
Oh, you're right. 1, 2.
We're missing a 4.
We're missing a 4, and we're missing a 5.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's a tough one. Okay, let's look at the 5s.
Okay.
5, 5. Okay, this is complete. 5 crosses here. 5 crosses here. Oh, which means 5 has to go
5
here.
has to be right there, and that means the 4 is right here.
No, it's
This 4 is right
this
here.
4 is right here, and this
And
4 has
this
to be
4
down
is right
here.
there.
And what number is this one missing here? Is it? It's 6.
Yes.
And this number is This one here is missing 6.
Yes.
No.
That was a 9, I think.
There you
Oh,
go.
that was a, yeah.
1, 2, 3. This is missing 7 and
7 and 5.
7 and 5. Not yet. We're getting there. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6, 7. Oh, 7. 7.
There we go.
Yes, easy. And if this one's missing 7,
This is
then
missing
7 has to
6.
be. Oh, let me just. There you go.
This is missing 6 and 9.
And
Here's 6 right here.
oh, and 6 is right here, so it has to be
the middle one, and then this that's 9.
This is breaking my brain.
I know, that's why I'm upside down.
And what is this?
9.
There you go. Oh, we're almost there.
Okay. What's this missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's missing a 5. Thank you.
And
1,
it's
2, 3, 4,
literally
5. 9.
6. Oh,
9.
It's 9. The last number was a 9. This is literally why when they announced this Steam re-release, I was like, how are they doing this puzzle? Because this is the coolest shit of playing the game.
What if they flip it for you?
That would be...
That'd be pretty
That
cool.
would be silly.
That makes it better than me having to turn my brain around a little bit. That hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, hey.
All the hard work.
That's the last puzzle of the game.
We found it.
You found it.
You found it.
Yes! That's it! Akane! Did you get it?
Yes! I did it! I solved it! Well, I mean, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did. Now I just have to press enter.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will. I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been acknowledged. Incineration system has been shut down. Jumps down the hole with the computer.
Jumpy!
What's wrong?
It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. It was slightly... A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I'd had left had disappeared, and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Phew. I can't quite believe I did that. But I'm so glad. So glad. I feel like my heart's on fire.
No, that's just the incinerator.
Oh. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane. Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Oh, of course, that's fine.
No, you hang up.
No, you hang up first. I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Hongu had left behind.
Now, Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you okay?
Oh, shut it! Right, okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait. Automatic incineration will take place in 90 seconds.
We fucked up somehow. What? Oh my god.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping? Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again.
Punches the
And
entire
again.
console.
And again. Okay, that's not working either. This alarm's still going off. What the hell's going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Automatic incineration will take place in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course! That's what these numbers under this puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, there were 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a key.
That's not what he said.
No, that's not what he said. But it's the implication. Oh, holy shit! Of course!
More like seek that holds a Q.
Yeah.
I just flipped my invisible DS over.
Yep. Then we just have to put the right number into the reds and...
Automatic incineration will take place in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Don't have much time. Oh man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one or we're all fucked. Alright, no time to explain. Just go. Quick! Verify your numbers on the red.
Verify.
Who? What combination?
All of us. We all need to verify.
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it. Hurry.
Yeah, fuck it.
Automatic incineration will take place in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Baby.
4,
Baby.
3,
Baby.
2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Woo!
A little close for comfort.
A little bit.
Did it literally take Junpei 13 minutes to solve that puzzle? Oh, thank fucking Christ! No time to be happy. Time to go! Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go! Come on, guys, move it! Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time.
There's a dead.
As if it wasn't enough, huh?
Yeah.
There goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done.
You're about to explode.
We still gotta find the dead.
Oh, they found it.
Yeah, I was looking outside. Oh.
Oh my god. Shit. Looks like we made it, huh? Oh my fucking god.
Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to.
I am full of laughs.
Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. I guess Nick probably can't see the sky, but he sure can feel the fresh air. I just want to take a nap. Akane! Akane! Akane, can you hear me? I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel, but nothing.
Beep beep.
It's a little baby! It's a baby!
Fuck. Oh, I thought that was the sound of the error.
Oh no. No, that would fucking suck.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Oh, this is you. This is your girl.
Oh yeah.
Unless you want me to read it.
No, I'll read it. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi! I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leapt into his arms. Aww.
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I'd passed through the door, my bracelets had begun to count down to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and to scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongu had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. And my baby hand. Phew. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who we'd called Seven in 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes wide and their mouths hung open. Is that me?
I think it's, yeah.
Alright, let's get out of here.
It may also be 7, but it's fine.
Yeah. If we don't book it, we're gonna run into Hongu again. Oh, whatever. Allie was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongu seemed to jar Seven and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Up.
Up and up and up. Oh man, this stairs go on forever. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so fast I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is Seven talking?
Those boobs. Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with a 9 on it. Why'd it open? Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the rad. That's maths, that our digital read is 9. It shouldn't have opened.
Oh, that's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 to F. After 9, it starts at A and goes up from there, B, C, D, etc., etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So what about it?
You don't get it? What if we kept going with that pattern? What if you go past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16, H is 17, I is 18, J is 19, K is 20, L is 21, M is 22, N is 20. Oh, we're
They're actually
7.
right today, but it's fine.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and what comes after that?
Shit. Oh. Q. 26.
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door. It was a Q, a fucking lowercase Q, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10 or a Q in base 27.
God damn it.
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air.
Oh.
Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, can't stop. Don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be any more of these steps left. Let's run like a bullet down a rifle barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally! Are you ready?
We found it?
Holy shit, I've never run that much in my life and I'm a fucking detective. Me too.
Phew.
That Oh.
Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there. Alright. I'm gonna open it. Open it.
Yeah. Yes. We're finally here.
Please do.
It's another puzzle.
Sure. You look like a big, heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more importantly than that, you're the only thing standing between me and the Kane. You're gonna open and you're gonna freaking like it. Let's go!
The sun.
The sun.
It's 6 a.m.
I felt the hand on my shoulder.
The sun.
It was... Oh, that's you actually.
Oh,
I can read it. Would you like me to read? Is it easier for you?
No, I like it.
Okay.
I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was always. He gave it a small reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoing out across the ocean, and then it was gone. It's over!
It's over.
I whispered. Yeah. It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years.
Yes, finally! Air!
My eye!
Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait. No way! You've got to be shitting me!
What? It can't be.
This is...
We're in Nevada.
You were in Nevada all along. Where else would you be? The gigantic sank.
It's fair. This is the building in the Nevada desert.
It's building Q.
Fuck. Q. Ha.
Get it?
Get it.
the mock experiment building!
Oh my god, this whole time, we were in Building Q. Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I have ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall?
Our bracelets.
Right. Wow, look at this, like, Pokemon TCG art.
Oh, it totally does.
I guess I never really got a good look at the underside of these. Let's see what's inside of you. Just a little electronic chip. Like in an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with.
How they explode?
Well, figures. Akane.
Jumpy.
Huh. I guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind.
It's like a happy theme.
There's still a little bit more left.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a little bit. You will know the ending when we're there. We're gonna do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We get the credits right now.
Ah, okay.
You want to see them all the way, or
I like the song. It's kind of...
I'll fast forward while you give me some thoughts, or you just letting it all sink in.
I'm letting it all sink in.
I love that final puzzle. It's so fun. Because you flip your fucking DS on its head. Because you're switching places. Ah!
I get it. Oh, and
Yeah, it's doing the slides. Well, you haven't seen that slide
the
yet.
kid slides, and then
You haven't seen that slide yet.
Oh, it's fine.
Thank you,
That guy.
Kotaro.
Wasn't that the name of one of the evil guys?
No, it was Kubota.
Is that me?
No. Oh, that's you.
Are you okay?
I'll do the narration for this.
Come on, it's nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Jumpy grinned, then,
Ow, my face.
See, I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't be five eighth graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Is this about the bunnies?
look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition, and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in, and now here we are, screaming across the desert.
Wow!
Lotus is over here in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven are all squeezed into the backseat here.
Is Clover driving?
Still can't believe we let her drive.
Clover is driving.
Wahoo! This is so fun! This is so awesome. Driving is so great when there's nothing around. And there's no speed limit. Ha!
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps. Alright. This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help it if I'm big, alright? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license. Hehehe.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving the seat up. It's great. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and Six are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us. It's not Ace. Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out.
Oh, give it a second.
There's no doubt about it. Oh, Six. And then we've got to hurry if we gotta catch them, don't we?
Sure thing. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Oh, shit! Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. She doesn't have to drive so damn fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust.
It was a couple hours after we had run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline.
Those motherfuckers.
The moment we saw that, or the way they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me.
Meow.
I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me, officer, please. You have to come with me.
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling lumps. That's you.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
Woof.
Yeah, I guess I coulda.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat them up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty?
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester, remember?
Murders.
Oh, you mean the bunnies?
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
I think that's...
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. Then they said that they'll do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbit. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I... Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get. Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do. Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongu. Why did he create the non-honorary project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself? They should have a question at the end.
Well, I guess we could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume.
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. I don't know if you get a shot of it. Well, we might as well have a little chat with the old man. His eyes just look empty, no emotion. He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore. Hey, were you listening to us? Yeah, go on ahead and pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth. Come on, I know you were. Answer me. You could at least look at me when you talk, man. He's like, yeah, Dick, he's in the fucking back. He was already there when they got to the car, by the way.
Oh, that's good.
I love in this ending, nobody dies.
Nope.
Except for the
well,
ninth man
well.
and not an MINX and the captain.
Kitty.
I only wanted to see faces. Human faces. I thought that if I could gain the ability to access the morphogenic field set, then perhaps I could see faces.
God damn it.
By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes, if you want to put it so simply. If you're looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
And the tape back on.
I think that's enough of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on. All right.
All right, so what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, someone's a little nosy. Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Cordain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature? Oh, I changed to Hongo.
Yeah.
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave. What?
All this doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a particular plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family
Yep.
I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it.
Is that... Oh.
I used it to extract, and I used the extract to create a soparil. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Alright, tape's going back on, Hongo.
This motherfucker.
The rest of my questions can wait for a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here.
Oh, no. Oh, here, this is for you.
Oh.
What is this?
This is for you, doll. His name is Junpei. Junpei pulled something out of his pocket and shoved it out his arm towards me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn, small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's a for you doll?
Yeah, the lady at this shop said that, so that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
The translation team probably had to work really hard on making this work.
Good job, translation team.
Also, Junpei would give June a voodoo doll.
Of himself.
Yup.
Uninadvertently.
What? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah. I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea either, huh?
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
You know how after June we aren't gonna get to see each other much. I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought that okay, how about... Oh, that's his, yeah.
Okay. How about we call it June then?
Okay. So I wanted to give this to you.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes, I, head of tribe, this doll, traditional charm of tribe.
Oof.
Oof. So I give this, it me, so we always together.
Oh, Jumpy, you're an idiot.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take. I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently. Kitty, you're gonna cry? You're gonna cry?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy, I'll never forget you. I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and just said 5 words. I'll never forget you either. The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down towards the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening, just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. Fun fact. You know, during all those bad endings? Oh, hi, Akane. You're burning up. What's wrong?
She disappeared during some of them.
In some of them, she had a terrible fever. You know why? She's dying in the incinerator. Because you didn't do what you were supposed to. Yeah. But she's still alive now. It was June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphogenic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how did I make sense of what Seven remembers? Or how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense, he's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look over there. There's somebody next to the road.
Huh? What?
Huh. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was.
What?
The end.
What? What?
Huh? And we have come around. Ah.
What?
Oh, what before that? I wouldn't put too much thought to that.
Coffin June.
Aww.
Candy.
Save completed. Oh, we did it.
We did.
Aww. Okay. So, you can now see the traces of how this game was meant to be just one game.
Yes. It does kind of.
Yeah, no, that last final stinger, I thought it was pretty silly. Thankfully, I never had to wait for the second game to come out. The second game tries to explain it, but it definitely does feel like kind of like, okay, it was supposed to be one game. Now we have to explain this.
Mm-hmm.
You really don't need that final scene, but it's kind of funny that it ends with like, what?
What?
Now, Kitty, give me your thoughts. What did you think? Oh my god.
I'm still a little confused.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
You want to throw some questions at me, or?
So what was the truth then?
Regarding what?
Is June alive or dead?
This is a thing that the writer talks about. Oh, there's gonna be one bonus part of 999, by the way. There's gonna be the finale of the story, but we're actually gonna look at the actual Q&A that the developer made, the lead writer, who answers a couple of things. One of them, I can just tell you right now, is that the implication is that in that very last moment is that there were more people behind it, and the implication is that Seven was also part of the group, and he lied to Junpei.
Okay.
That's why it's like, no, you wouldn't have lied to me, Seven, would you?
Okay, so Seven was also
He was in it.
Zero as part of Zero's.
He was in it. Yep. Yeah.
That's why he didn't remember.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And remembered very conveniently.
Mm-hmm. And it would also make sense that he would be a part of it, seeing as how they met. No. There is no historical discrepancy. June did survive.
Okay.
Yeah. There's also the implication that Snake is also in it. It's
Right.
less clear, but there's the implication that Snake is also in it.
And Clover is not.
Clover may also be in it. It depends. I'm not sure.
But Clover wasn't there, so.
Yeah.
There's that.
It's likely that she's not all in on it. Yeah.
And Ace didn't know.
Ace didn't know about. Oh no.
June?
Oh no. Or about
Yeah, right, because he has prosopagnosia, so he wouldn't recognize her.
He wouldn't recognize her anyway. But it's also the situation that everything kind of went to hell for him on that ship. So
That's fair.
Yeah, it's honestly fair. Also, another thing that I guess I have to clarify right now is like, how did she do all of this? The implication that I always understood is that like having knowledge of the future, she was able to just like
Manipulate
or make monies.
Oh.
And start like her own like like little like. I don't want to say foundation because I don't know what the term actually is, but like.
Oh, like she funded this.
Yeah, like she did all of this, and there's actually a couple of really interesting things. I can just tell you right now that in the submarine ending, the person who killed everyone was actually Ace. You see him on the ground, but he's not dead.
Yeah.
And he gets on the submarine, and fun fact, that submarine goes nowhere because you're in fucking Nevada.
Oh, that's not a submarine.
That submarine doesn't go anywhere.
That's not a submarine.
Yeah. There's a bunch of other things, but we'll actually jump into that Q&A in a moment. Throw some questions at me. Come on. Or just tell me what you thought.
I liked it. I'm still like.
Yeah, you're letting it's sinking in, huh?
So June has knowledge of the future.
Of the future, yeah. And just to again to walk everyone through it, during the final puzzle 9 years ago, she was unable to solve the puzzle, so she reached into the morphogenetic field. And there's also the implication that she's a little bit more powerful than that. And she not only the morphogenic field that exists now, but the field that has always existed. And in
the
the
sea of knowledge that is past, present, and future.
Pretty much. And that's how she knows all the alternate timelines. That's how she knows all the timelines in which Junpei does not succeed. And Junpei does not get to her. That's why she knows exactly what needs to happen for Junpei to make it and give her the knowledge in the future.
So all the bad ends is Junpei trying to do it but not succeeding?
All the bad ends are June looking for Junpei and Junpei failing to meet her. And that's why in the neutral ending you could say Zero is like, no. And I assume that would be Santa speaking in the speakers is like, no, you didn't fail. I failed.
But Zero is actually...
Zero, I mean, technically speaking...
Akane.
Yeah, it is Akane. But everyone was in on it, Kitty.
Right, got it.
In a way.
Yep.
Kind of. I'm pretty sure that Snake is in on it, which would explain why he was completely okay with being locked in a freaking coffin.
Although, yeah, that's fair.
I feel like that's the only way to justify that.
Or he was actually knocked out.
Or he was actually... I mean, I think he was actually not... No, I don't think he was knocked out. I don't know. It depends.
Okay. My other question is, so everyone that was for the company survived 9 years ago because they weren't in any danger.
Yeah, I would assume that they got out of the gigantic cassette was sinking.
Yes.
And it's likely that only Hongo was actually on it.
On the ship, yeah.
Being the lead scientist man.
Yeah, and maybe his right hand guy. But
or maybe Kubota was on it too. But as soon as everything started sinking, they
like,
fucking bailed.
Yeah.
There's no way they're staying on that shit.
Yeah. The only question is, how did she gain access to Building Q in Nevada? Did they just abandon it after the
In
experiment?
the Q&A he mentioned that she probably managed to like get it all, like because I'm pretty sure that like as soon as the experiment failed, quotation fingers,
They just abandoned the building?
or they just abandoned it, or they just like sold it or just put it on auction or something just to get rid of it.
Okay, and then they quit Fatal Pharmaceuticals?
No, Colonel Pharmaceutical is still around.
Okay. They still create soft Sorafil.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Yeah,
sleeping
Sopril,
drugs.
which is by the way
Sopril, thank you.
Sopril, which is by the way what she used to knock everyone out and kidnap them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
only in
yeah.
gaseous form.
Yeah, only in gas form. Yep. Isn't this a tight ass fucking story?
It's pretty tight. I mean, like,
It's
it's a
dealing with.
little loose, but like the fact that there's a Q&A helps.
Yeah. Yeah. There are some things that I can tell you already that like, why was Lotus there? Because they needed someone to solve that hacking puzzle. It's the only person who could have solved it.
And also her babies were there.
And also her babies were there. But yeah, but aside from that, it's like no one else. Like literally, without her, they cannot get out of that room.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always like I like to picture June as like Junpei has to make it out of this room, but
But he's an idiot.
but he's like but how is he gonna get out of this?
But he's an art major. He doesn't know how to computer.
No, like think about it. Like literally, like June's task was to literally make sure that there wouldn't be a time paradox and she would cease to exist. Because if Junpei, 9 years in the future, does not save her, she ceases to exist, and she saw that in the other alternate bad realities where she's literally burning up.
Yeah.
And I like because this at a point this story becomes about time travel or just different timelines.
Yeah.
I fucking love.
Time parallel.
And I love that in the good ending, nobody actually fucking dies.
Except the bad
Except,
people.
I mean, like, Kubotai's fine. And I like that there's the idea that, like, Snake may Ace may actually, like, you know, face justice or, like, have to, like, you know...
Have to go to trial for his...
Yeah, for his crimes. And, like, that's awesome, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And, in retrospect, I do feel that Seven and Snake were in on it. I'm pretty sure that that's what the Q&A says.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bunch of other really funny questions in the Q&A, which we will be recording and talking about soon.
We gotta go eat dinner.
Yeah, we're gonna get dinner. But, Kitty, talk to me. Give me some of your thoughts.
I did really like the game.
Aw, I'm glad you liked it. I fucking love this game. And maybe now you can be like, you can understand, like, why I was like, Kitty, play 999. Kitty, play 999. I'm glad that I played it with you, because goddamn, like, some of those puzzles were silly.
Yeah, no, I probably would have given up on the puzzles. Not gonna lie to you.
I'm glad that you got to experience it, and the viewers got to experience it with us as well.
Yeah.
This last episode is literally like 2 hours long.
It's
but,
fun!
and also, can you believe Locks didn't finish the game?
This motherfucker.
Apparently, because
He got bored, like, in the ending or something?
No, because I was like, at what point in the ending? Where? Before the library? After the library? I don't know, there's, like...
I could see getting kind of like, alright, this is dragging on in the junk room.
Yeah, I
Like,
get
right
that.
as you enter it, you're like, oh
Yeah.
my god, another fucking puzzle. And
Yeah,
then
you know what? That's
that's
fine.
the place, until you actually look at the junk room, and then you're like, these are all the puzzles I've
Yeah,
already
it's
seen
literally a
before.
puzzle I've already seen before, yeah. And that final puzzle is... Oh, I love
That's
that.
good.
You flip the DS around, kitty. Oh, this game is a freaking gem, and I don't want to say that VLR is not as good. The puzzles in VLR is like, that's like its Achilles heel, because they're literally objectively worse.
Yeah.
When we touch VLR, thankfully it's got full voice acting, which will be easier to actually LP.
Yeah.
When we touch VLR, we are gonna do a guide for the puzzles, because there's no way I'm making myself suffer through
And
that.
Max has already
Again,
done it.
I've already beaten the game. I 100% did it. I've experienced all of VLR, and the story in VLR is still good. The puzzles are literally the fucking problem. And it's more 999. Like, it's
Yeah.
more, I don't know how to externalize it. It's 999, but instead of just doing 999 again, they did a different style of 999.
It's Danganronpa 2 to Danganronpa.
It's Danganronpa, yeah, exactly. Danganronpa 1 to Danganronpa 2.
Yep.
And it was a treat. But 999 is also such a fucking
I
fun
wonder
game.
how we're gonna do 3 then.
I think we're all just gonna jump in blind. There's no way we're gonna jump in blind.
I would like to see if we can find a blind walkthrough or a spoilerless walkthrough.
Oh, yeah, that's
just
fine.
in case.
That's fine, just in case we get stuck.
Yeah.
That is completely fine. Because I definitely, I want to play VLR with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because VLR is, because 999 is kind of a linear progression. And things get weirder. And it takes a while for things to get really, really fucking weird in 999. VLR is more of a downward spiral in regards to you're in deep. And literally the last hour of VLR is the fucking, like, wildest fucking shit. where it's like, wait, what? The last 20 minutes of VLR is like, because the true ending, because like there's like 3.
Of course.
The true ending in VLR is like the most like.
I hope I'm not coming off too muffled because I'm looking at you while I'm speaking.
Oh, that's fine. It's fine.
It's probably fine. We have to edit this.
And
anyway.
just to stop talking about how awesome VLR is, I think in my heart 999 is still my favorite, and there's things in VLR that they haven't hit me as hard because okay. There's things in VLR that I feel the same way that you felt about Ace, in which I was in denial for the entire playthrough, and it never hit me as hard as they should have. I want to see how much they fuck you up, because VLR breaks your heart.
Right, because it's like the betrayal mechanic, right?
There's a betrayal mechanic, and there's certain story elements, and people in the comments don't say anything, don't fucking talk about it. But if you have played VLR, send me a message on Twitter, or just like we can clarify.
Yeah.
So I can clarify, but
if you're interested.
But there are things that like fucking you up with sadness in characters. There's nothing worse than knowing that something really, really bad happened to someone that you really
delicious.
care about it. It's fucking all. It's. I was in the. I finished VLR and I was like, no, this is not happening. No. This thing that you told me that I literally you told me objectively 30 hours ago. No.
I mean, to bring it back home to 999, Ace did give her an out. He left the bracelets there. I'm not forgiving his actions, but he did play a fair game.
You are right, Kitty. You are right. He's
Don't
completely redeemed.
That's not what it said.
He's a saint.
Please, let's not
He
bring
did
this
nothing wrong.
into what the internet has said about certain political figures.
No, we're not going there. No, I also understand why you felt that way about Ace, because he's totally sold to you as being a legitimately nice person.
Yeah, and
that father
a dad figure.
And that's the best part, because then he just fucks you over.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's great, and I love seeing young Ace.
Yeah,
fucking love that sprite of young Ace. Yeah. Okay, now there is one we completely forgot to talk about this, but by the time this video goes up, the lottery is concluded, and
right.
Because we actually, you already know about this, because I'll just so you know, in the past that this video went up
of the morphogenic field,
we put up another lottery to decide the next game.
Yes. And
the patrons decided, and that new LP is gonna start 2, maybe 3 days from now. We have one more 999 to happen.
Yep. Oh, so then it'll be 4 to 6 days.
It depends on
Give
the
or
scheduling.
Take. It's fine.
A new LP is gonna begin
between 2 and 4 days. The next LP, next 999 slot.
But before that, we have one more bonus episode of 999, where we're going to be reading a Q&A from the developer and getting a lot of answers to a lot of questions.
Sounds good.
Until then, thank you for tagging along, dear viewer. I hope you had a lot of fun watching us play 999, and I can't wait
for the next adventure.
To start.
Whatever that may be, because
we don't know yet.
Know yet.
We're in the past.
Future you guys will know, but it's
okay,
fine.
Jumpy. Tell me, what's the next LP, Jumpy?
It's either gonna be Chrono Trigger or what's the other games already at the stories or Valkyria Chronicles. It's gonna be one of those 3.
Jumpy, tell me what it is already.
One of those 3. One of those 3. On the screen says, maybe we're gonna help you this next.
One of these 3.